Hey everybody, it's Jessica with PT for Everyone. Thank you for hopping in today. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about rolling walkers. And if you want a good tip, you better stick around till the end. So on our last walker video, we talked about standard walkers. A standard walker is one that has the 4 pegs. It doesn't have any wheels on it whatsoever. So today we're going to talk about rolling walkers, which they're called rolling walkers because they have 2 wheels on the front. As you can see, there are 2 wheels on the front legs there, and then the pegs on the back. I will tell you, I actually bought this walker off of Amazon. It's a Medline. It's just your run-of-the-mill, I think it's called a Guardian is the brand, but I ordered it from Medline on Amazon. I paid $27 for this, and it was shipped for free to my door. It was super easy to put together. All you have to do is attach the legs on it, and that took just a few seconds once I got it out of the box. What I like about this is this certain brand. As you can see, the peg here is more of a plastic and it's hard. It initially came with these rubber bottoms. However, it came with these plastic ones in a baggie. So I knew that I was going to be pushing this around, and I didn't have a tennis ball or some of those ski things that you can buy to place on your walker or over your rubber pieces so they slide better across the floor. So I went ahead and I took these off because, again, I knew I was going to be pushing this, and I put these plastic ones on there. And like I said, they actually came with this walker. So I think that's pretty cool. You want to be careful with what you have on these back pegs to make sure that whether it's these plastic little caps, whether it's the little skis, I know you've seen them, they look like little mini 2-inch little gray skis that you can add to the bottom, or whether it's a tennis ball or something else, you have to be extremely careful going over like transitions in floors or rugs, carpets, things like that, because that can, anything on the back can actually catch, and then especially if it's a carpet or a rug, cause that to flip up and then cause you to trip and fall. So you always want to be careful with the back end of these walkers. So just like in our other walker video, you want to make sure that your walker is fitted to you. And how we do that is we stand kind of in the walker just a little bit, and we want to relax our arms by our side and see that the walker hits us at wrist level. That's how you know that it is fitted to you. So about wrist level or hip level, either one is going to be fine for you to make sure that your walker is fitted to you. Now, this is a standard size walker. The standard walker that I used in our last video was actually a bariatric standard walker. This is a standard size rolling walker. So this is about 34, 36 inches in width. It usually, the weight bearing and the weight capacity on these standard ones are anywhere between 250 to 300 pounds. So if you're going to be in a weight category that's above that, then you're going to want to order, or you're going to want to request, a bariatric rolling walker. You can get these covered through your insurance company. Most insurance companies will only cover an assistive device, whether it's a standard walker, a rolling walker, a cane, a rollator walker, anything like that. They'll usually only cover one of those every 5 years. So say a couple of years ago, you didn't have the money, or you weren't able to order, say, a cane or something like that out of pocket, or a different type of walker, and you had your insurance pay for that. Say it's been a year or two, even if that one has completely worn out, they will still not cover you another one most of the time if it has been less than 5 years since they've already covered one before. Same thing with wheelchairs and things like that. So you may not be able to get this covered through your insurance, but you may be able to. I tell all of my patients and everybody that I come in contact with, ask. The worst thing they can tell you is no, and you end up having to pay for it out of pocket. So let's get into, how do you use this guy? So how a rolling walker is just a little bit different, again, from your standard walker, is the wheels. So having the wheels allows us to actually push this guy across the floor. So with our standard walker, we were having to, pick it up and step, pick it up and step. You don't have to do that here. Rolling walkers are super easy to use because you just strictly continue to do your regular walk and just push this along in front of you. So just like we talked with our standard walker, you don't ever want to be too far away from your walker. One, because this is bad posture and it hurts our back and it hurts our shoulders and it hurts our arms. Two, it also makes this a tendency to whoop, continue to get even further away, and then it's not helping us walk at all. It's not giving us any support. It's not giving us any stability. We also don't want it to be so close that we're running into it while we're walking. So kind of like our standard walker, we want to just kind of stay about halfway in our rolling walker. And again, push it and walk. The learning curve of a rolling walker is pretty simple. Again, all you do is just push it and walk. Another positive about these specific type of walkers is they're pretty light. They're usually made with aluminum, so they're not going to be super heavy. They also have buttons that you push here on the front where these sides fold in. And this makes this super easy and compact so that you can carry it out of the house. So you can put it in your vehicle and it doesn't take up a lot of room. If you need to store it away for a time period, it's easy to fold up and put in the closet and it's not going to take up a whole lot of space. So these can be a whole lot easier than some of your other ones to try to get around with, to try to get to doctor's appointments, run your errands, things like that. I'll tell you a little trick that I have a lot of my patients do, again, because these are a little bit more on the inexpensive side and inexpensive side. I have patients that will order and will get multiple of these walkers. They'll keep one in the house. They'll have one for outside, so that way their outside dirty one doesn't come in the house and get their floor and their house dirty. They'll have one that they keep in the vehicle and just kind of have them scattered all around. So that way it's super easy to make sure, one, that you always have your walker no matter where you are, no matter where you go, but you're not having to kind of fold up and transport. You've just got one everywhere that you go. So I want to finish today's video by showing you a little bit of a trick. So this is our standard size walker, but again, you can also get these in a bariatric size, which is even wider. So the biggest issue that I end up having my home health patients come across is that with this walker set up how it is now, it won't go through, especially bathroom doors. Bathroom doors are always made a little bit smaller. And so the biggest issue with that is these wheels on the outside will hit that door frame. So, easy trick that I'm going to show you right here. Flip your walker upside down. As you can see, these pins here hold these wheels into place. Slip it off. Slip the other one off as well. And then transfer those wheels to the other side. As you see now, my wheels are actually on the inside of the walker. So what that does is it takes about 2 inches off of each side of your walker, because that's about how far the wheels stick out. So turning them to the inside of your walker takes that added extra space off of the outside of your walker. And 99% of the time, this trick right here is all you need to make sure that that walker fits through that small door that you had trouble with before. I hope you enjoyed today's video talking about rolling walkers. If you did and you want to follow along for more videos like this, then hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for me too. But thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.